Welcome to our presentation. We are pitching a food and culture festival to be held by Injalak Arts in the interest of expanding the business internationally. We suggest Sweden as the location for this festival for reasons which we will explore in the following presentation. The proposed event will take the form of a food and culture festival. Whilst we suggest hosting a variety of food, art, merchandise and cultural displays, it should be focused on Indigenous Australian culture. To widen the scope of the event, it is suggested to invite Indigenous Australians from other regions to host stalls. As each region is unique, it will provide a greater variety of products to promote the culture to an international audience. Presently, Injalak Arts operates locally, meaning the market resides primarily within land in Australia. In Indigenous Australian culture, the region in which an artist belongs dictates which ancestral creation stories they may represent, providing a specialised product exclusive to the region. In terms of demographics, Injalak Arts targets members of Arnhem Aboriginal clans to provide income to independent artisans and provide a platform for their craft. With over 200 active members, Injalak Arts currently undertakes business in conjunction with local artisans in order to deliver positive social, economic, and cultural outcomes. Injalak Arts acts as a proxy for exposing their art to the community. This event will provide an opportunity to expose the world to the unique Aboriginal culture. Presently, Injalak Arts Group do not utilise social media marketing to promote events. This approach may prove useful to marketing to international consumers. This is an opportunity to market traditional art and expose Aboriginal culture to an international audience.
Our selected country for expansion is Sweden. Sweden currently has a population of approximately 10 million residents and is historically known for the Viking Age and the Swedish Empire. Despite such a large population, however, the Swedish demographic is broad, with approximately 1 in 4 residents coming from another country. This diversity highlights Sweden's accepting nature. Sweden has a low power index, which means it values equality. In fact, Sweden is the #1 leading country in equality for politics and education. Additionally, Sweden has an exceptionally high GDP per capita, similar to Australia's. Sweden's international business expansion laws are lax, with no restrictions on foreign investment, but non-EU citizens must obtain a permit before conducting business in the country. In Sweden, the most common business structures are sole traders, partnerships, limited companies, and economic associations. Injalak Arts is a not-for-profit organisation and must establish business around these models. Additionally, local companies are advised by government officials through operations carried out in Stockholm. Hofstede's analysis shows the difference between cultures of each country. As seen on the graph, Australia and Sweden are similar in power distance and uncertainty avoidance, which is beneficial for our product because it means that they're more likely to accept our new events and cultures. However, they do differ greatly in masculinity, which may cause some apprehension towards the Australian Indigenous way of life. We chose to expand to Sweden because of their similar cultural principles to Australia, making transition easier. Additionally, expansion allows for greater diversification and competitive advantage. Sweden's high GDP and stable economy will also allow for new investment opportunities for Injalak Arts. And finally, the lax expansion laws will make our festival execution much less labour intensive.
The corporate structure we're going to be proposing for operations in Sweden will include a chief operating officer. That is going to be followed by the list of directors, which will include the director of ICT, marketing and promotions, and research and development. We chose to use the same corporate structure because it was being run very smoothly. The director of ICT is going to make sure that all tasks related to installation and maintenance of the computers in Sweden run very smoothly. The director of marketing and promotions will advertise the festival in Gothenburg. The director of research and development will see what food is famous in Gothenburg alongside the traditional Aboriginal food. We will make sure that the new entity maintains an effective communication with the existing entity and be in contact with them to make sure that no problems arise due to miscommunication. The staff in the new entity will take workshops and training from the existing management, and so they can lead to their teams and properly function the entire festival. The SDGs that are related to Injalak Arts are SDG 8, which is decent work and economic growth, SDG 15, which is life on land, and SDG 3, which is good health and well-being. Injalak Arts will make sure that they take into account these SDGs and work accordingly in Sweden. Taking into account all these SDGs, Injalak Arts will make sure to provide economic benefit to the host country. Injalak Arts will have to be very careful with the SDGs, as Sweden is ranked #2 in the world for reaching the SDGs. Taking all these SDGs into account, Injalak Arts will make sure to provide opportunities for the local and make sure to employ local Swedish people. Food and other resources will not be wasted. No processed food items should harm the people.
I'll be speaking about the financials of the event, with the total venue cost coming in $9,500 Australian dollars. It'll be held in Absalom Park, popular park in the east of Gothenburg. A permit was purchased for $271 for both days to hire out the park. The total cost includes security, tent, marquee hire, and much more. Food and catering costs come to 4,000 Australian dollars, also converted into Swedish krona. This cost includes ingredients for meals, beverages, bar staff, and or for the staff serving food. I've shown a photo of the Swedish currency, damper, and also the park location. Continuing on financials cost, audio and visual come to 3,200 Australian dollars. This includes electrical hire for microphone, speaker hire, projector, and DJ and internet for the weekend. Also, marketing expenses come to $4,500, and I've just showed a couple of photos of the speakers using the event and the social medias that we use to advertise. For human resource potential issues, we've got just a couple to say. Ensuring all departments involved in the festival have the correct support, training, and facilities for safety to do their tasks in a smooth manner. Also, just helping everyone involved in the event understand their roles and preparing them for the weekend. Digital disruptive technology. We've got an event that will be the smart TV showing constant pre-recorded videos and representations from all regions, showing the indigenous culture at the festival, and smart TVs evenly spaced throughout the festival grounds, showing the making of some of ancient original Aboriginal food and arts, with the voiceover explaining what is happening. Now, our goal as present directors of the event is attempting to spread the word and the wonderful stories of the Aboriginal culture, and attempting to show the world the food, arts, and Dreamtime stories. And I've also just put in the PowerPoint why we chose Sweden, and just, you know, how we think that it's going to help us spread the word of the Aboriginal and Indigenous culture around the world.